الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه وأعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة وأرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد واهتدى ومن يعصهما فإنه قد غوى وإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا إن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وإن خير الأمور أوادمها وشر الأمور محدثاتها كل محدثات بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أما بعد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم القرآن الكريم في سورة البقرة وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب وقال الله سبحانه وتعالى في سورة الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول الله تعالى كل عمل ابن آدم له إلا الصيام فإنه لي وأنا أجزي به عن أبو هريرة رضي الله عنه رواه من البخاري صدق المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم وصدق الله العلي العظيم. Alhamdulillah, we gather today, brothers and sisters, on a auspicious day, this farewell Friday, the Jumat al-Wida, that marks the last few blessed days, glorious nights of this wonderful month. The month that we waited significantly for, prepared for it, and then inshallah over the last 3 weeks or a bit more, we have been reaping the harvest of what we had planted. The blessings, the fruits that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala out of His immense rahmah has granted to us. And what a wonderful month this has been and it continues to be. When we started to fast, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indicated that we should. This month of Ramadan, Shahru Ramadan, alladhi unzila fihi al-Quran, in which was revealed the Quran, hudan lil-nas, a guidance for mankind, wa bayyinatin min al-huda wal-furqan, and clear proofs of the guidance and the criterion of what is right and wrong, and then the commandment, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمَ الشَّهْرَ فَلْيَصُمْهُ. Whoever witnesses this month of Ramadan, then fast. And the significance of this month as a reminder. This is when the glorious message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was revealed as a manifestation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's incredible, infinite mercy, a guidance that gives us the criteria to decide what is right and wrong, and then the commandment to be on the right path. So this is the month of barakat by itself, and there are the glorious days and blessed nights that we are living in. The Laylatul Qadr, that inshallah we will continue to seek the night which is better than 1,000 months. And the big reminder for all of us, brothers and sisters, that this is a period of a condensed period of barakah, al-shahr mubarak, of blessings. The month is blessed, the best of months. The days are blessed, some of the best days. The nights are blessed, and of course, one of the nights, inshallah, the best of all nights. We are reminded by the Prophet ﷺ that the moments that we have been living in the few days and nights that we still have to live, those are moments which are blessed for us. The breaths that we take, we are told, are blessed. The moments even of rest and sleep that we get, those are blessed. And the biggest blessing is this connection. The qurbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, primarily through His kalam, the noble Quran, and then His commandment of fasting, the siyam during the day, the siyam at night. And we need to appreciate that link, that qurbah, as a means of elevating ourselves spiritually. And there is this two-pronged elevation during Ramadan, the increased piety, the connection to Allah, the consciousness of Allah, the taqwa that comes by way of the siyam, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. And the reminder, man sama Ramadan, we all know those traditions, but let us be quickly reminded, whoever fasts during the days of Ramadan, iman and ihtisab, with faith, expectation of reward, غُفِرَ لَهُ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِهِ. Forgiveness from all the past transgressions. So we are earthly creatures, formed of clay, bits of earth, and those characteristics that come from it. And we are subject to earthly desires and instincts. Hunger, thirst, anger, lust, envy. And these animal instincts can overpower the soul and make it dormant and docile. And the siyam helps us take charge over the animal instinct. The self-restraint puts us in control of the baser self. And this removes the negative pressure from the soul, our spirit, and frees that to the illumination from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that connection is supplemented with our siyam. As the soul is awakened, and then we revive the divine spirit blown into us upon creation, as our ruh seeks to connect with the divine, and we stand up in qiyam, in tarawih, and in qiyam, in tahajjud, at our own direct link to Allah. That elevates us spiritually. So, the reminder for me is that connection, that qurbah. And in Surah Al-Rahman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ar-Rahman allama al-Quran, the beneficent, He taught the Quran. Of course, the surah begins with the Bismillah. Bismillah, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, informing us of His might and His majesty by the Bismillah. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, focusing us on His grace and His mercy. It is for His greatness that we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is due to His rahmah, His mercy, that we love and we venerate and respect Him. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indicates the beneficence, He taught the Quran. And keeping in mind the Quran, revealed in this month. So that connection is why I want to focus on this. So Allah, He, Al-Haqq, He Himself directly indicates having taught the Quran to His creation and His servants. This guidance for mankind, the proofs of guidance, the criteria of right and wrong, all of that, of monotheistic worship of the one Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all of this personally taught by Him for mankind. That is what is indicated here. And Allah shows us and continues to show us His mercy, protects us from kufr, enables us with faith, defines the path of taqwa and piety, and all of this linked to His personal teaching of the Quran to His loved servants. He informed the Prophet ﷺ too. When he said, he taught you what you had not known. And then he informed the Prophet ﷺ's ummah, we inshallah, that the Rahman himself taught the Quran. Some of the Mufassirin indicate that one element of this divine teaching is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Rahman, taught the Quran to the soul, the spirit, directly without any intermediary, before the soul became joined with the body. And then he teaches the Quran to his servants through his mercy and the Rahmah. And now, in this particularly this month where the Quran was revealed, we recite the Quran, we live the Quran, we understand the Quran, so that we may gain Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessing and His qurbah and His proximity. This direct connection is a key element of Ramadan due to the unique connection to the Quran of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this month. And then in the smaller two ayahs that follow, خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ عَلَّمَهُ الْبَيَانِ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indicates that we are distinguished from other creation because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us the bayan. The bayan is discernment, not just speech, but the way to meaning, understanding the meaning and then being able to express and live it. It is interesting when the Meccans questioned the Prophet ﷺ saying, this is a man, he comes from teaching from some man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself intervened and refuted that. And he said, rather Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught him, he said. It is that direct teaching to the Prophet ﷺ that we are part of, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ar-Rahman, allama al-Quran. That proximity, that connection, no intermediary, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself saying, we taught you the Quran. There is an obligation of understanding and acting upon it. And interestingly, the ayah commending the path that we began with, it is immediately followed by the ayah of proximity to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah tells us, whoever witnesses this month, fast. Then we are told, by fasting you gain taqwa and closeness to Allah. And then the ayah immediately afterwards says, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. When my servants ask you, O Prophet, about me, now then, indeed, I'm near. أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ. I respond to one's prayers when they call upon me. فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي. So let them respond to me by their obedience, لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ, and believe in me, so they may be rightly guided. So there is this link and the circle that I'm trying to emphasize for myself and all of this qurbah to Allah, with this unique connection of this blessed month and His special message personally taught by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then the connection to saying that I am close. When you reach out to me, when you call to me, be assured I am listening and I am responding, and if you stay on my path, I shall keep you guided. And then the tradition of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam, the hadith al-Qudsi, يقول الله تعالى, where he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, all good deeds of mankind, all good deeds of mankind are for himself except the siyam. This is for me, and I shall reward this myself. And as we know, another tradition indicates that I shall be the reward for it myself. So let us be reminded of that connection. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaching the Quran directly himself without any barrier in between, and then saying, you perform this ibadah of the siyam, and it is so special. You're doing this for me, and I shall reward it directly myself, no intermediary, and I may even be the reward for it, so that I grant you the proximity you see. So that proximity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is special in this month, brothers and sisters, that we do it with the siyam, the qiyam, and the tilawah, the tahajjud, the i'tikaf, all of those ibadahs linked to the qurbah to Allah, somehow benefiting, leveraging from His noble message. And the last 10 nights of Ramadan, subhanAllah, that we have been living, as we move from the focus on